Welcome musicians. Today we will look at a new key, which is the key of F major. As you can see, it has one flat, which is B flat. So this is probably the first key that we're going to do that it has flats in it instead of sharps. So before we did F sharp major and B major, which had sharps. F sharp major had 6 sharps and B major had 5 sharps. And of course, F major has one flat. So if you could look at the difference, I guess, F sharp major is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. If you move everything down by half a step, you essentially get F major. Just like F, when it's sharp, is going to become F sharp, right? So if you flatten it, you just make it an F natural, then it's just one flat, which is the B flat. But today we will not look at the B flat because we're only going to take a look at the 3 notes of F major, which are of course the Do, Re, and Mi. Which are F, G, and A. In F sharp major it was F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. In F major it's a lot simpler. You just have naturals. F natural, G natural, and A natural. Okay, so now that we have those notes, let's see the intervals that are between those notes. So we have a major second, of course, between F and G, between Do and Re, as always. We have a major second between Re and Mi, as always, between G and A. We have a major third between F and A, or Do and Mi. And between Mi and Do, what interval is that? That's a minor sixth. Mi, Do. That's an inversion of the major third. And of course we have the major second. Do, Re. The minor seventh would be Re, Do. And then you would also have Re, Mi, which is the major second, the minor seventh of which would be Mi, Re. And of course we also have the octaves, which are Do, Do, Re, Re, Mi, Mi, and there. And don't forget about the register. Of course this is middle C, which would be in the middle on a ledger line right here. So this F would be here, and of course this F would be here, and this F would be here, right? Just like this F would be up here. So make sure that you have the registers right. And let's do an exercise which will help you solidify and which will actually help you practice seeing those notes on paper. So you should see this exercise in front of you. Take a look at the time signature. So the key signature is of course one flat, which is F major, but the time signature now is 9/8. 9/8 is a compound triple meter, which means there are essentially 3 big beats, and each of those beats are subdivided into 3 eighth notes. So effectively it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So compound triple, triple being 1, 2, 3 of course, and the subdivisions are 3, which is why it is compound. And of course the exercise is pretty simple because it only has 3 notes in it, which are the Do, Re, and Mi in the key of F major. So I guess let's just take a look at the first line. See if you can read it without playing it. I'll just give you the starting pitch. And of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do, Re, Mi, Do, Re, mi, do, re, mi, re, do, mi, re, do, mi, re, do, mi, do, mi, do, mi, do, re, 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 do, mi, do, mi, do, re, mi, re, do. That's all it is. It's really simple. And actually, I'm going to tell you that the second line is exactly the same thing, but this time in the bass. And I did it so that you would get some practice in reading these notes in the bass as well, not just in the treble registers. Okay, now let's take it a little slower and let's try playing this. So both lines this time, but it's the same thing. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do, re, mi, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, re, do, mi, re, do, mi, do, mi, do, mi, do, re, re, do, mi, do, mi, do, re, mi, re, do, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, do, mi, re, do, mi, re, do, mi, do, re, re, do, mi, do, re, mi, re, do. A very simple exercise. Okay, so I guess you can always pause this video and practice playing this exercise whenever you feel like it. Of course, let us do it one more time just to solidify it a little better. And I think that is enough work with the first 3 notes of the F major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do, re, mi, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, re, do, mi, do, mi, do, mi, do, re, re, do, mi, do, mi, do, re, mi, re, do, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, re, do, there it is. And that's the exercise. So of course, whenever you want to work on the first 3 notes of the F major scale, you can always go back to this exercise and do it. And in the next video, we will add 2 more notes, which are the sol and the la of the F major, which are of course the dominant and the submediant. And today we'll look at the tonic, supertonic, and the mediant. Of course, do, re, mi. Alright, and I will see you in that video.